What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Acura Audio Garage. Today I want to talk to you about your factory subwoofer. So if you have a 2008 or I want to say 2009 and up sedan from Honda or Acura, and you have a premium sound system, you're going to have a factory subwoofer that looks like this. It's going to have 4 mounting ears that are secured with 4 10mm bolts. It's going to have a final impedance of 2 ohms. It's going to handle around 40 watts, and it's going to have this proprietary connector or the new connector that came out in 2024. I'll show you that later in the video. What I want to talk to you about is the mounting bracket. So we've had a mounting bracket for a while for this, and it's just an adapter bracket that allows you to install an aftermarket subwoofer. So you unbolt this one, take it out of its place, you're able to install something like this, where you see that the kicker subwoofer is mounted onto our bracket. You mount the bracket to the car, and you have the connector as well, and you're good to go. We sell this if you're looking for it, by the way, but this is where it all started. Now, our original bracket's about this thick, and it was made this thick so that it could properly hold these screws. We found that this is a little bit too thick, so it kind of gets in the way with some cars. So we updated our design to be just a little thinner and a little bit easier to follow, so you can see the holes here don't really indicate. Your factory subwoofer, one of the sides is bigger than all of them, so this side's always bigger. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right here, you see this has this extra hook, so it's bigger than all of these. So we want to make that clear to people. So this now has a little indentation to show you. It's a little thinner. It still holds screws very well. This is what we're shipping now. This is what is available now, and you can easily upgrade your subwoofer. We have the TSX video that we've released that shows how to do this. So if you're looking on a TSX and the TL are extremely similar, but enough about those videos. What I want to talk to you about is how here we always look to improve our products. So this is too thick. This is kind of, I want to say, a sweet spot, but I know some people are a little reluctant because this is plastic. So they're afraid that once you do screw this down, that this screw, because of the vibrations, will come loose. We've done numerous tests and that really doesn't happen. The only way this is coming loose is if this whole thing is flexing, and you must be pushing like north of 800 600 watts to this thing to get it to flex that much, and your factory deck with that much power is going to start rattling like crazy. So usually the subs you use back there are around 200 watts RMS, and they can handle that power, and the bracket works with no problem. So we are now introducing the newest version of the bracket. It isn't available yet. It is coming soon. It's going to be made of metal so that it can hold your subwoofer, be only this thin, and pose no issue when installing a new sub. Because what ends up happening is this is only about this thick, so the rear deck can sit on top of it with no problem. When you increase the thickness, you can see that we're almost to double the thickness with this aftermarket sub. So the workaround now has been to trim the rear deck, but now I don't think that's going to be necessary with the new bracket, which is going to make this and this almost the same thickness. This is going to be out at the beginning of September, I want to say middle of September. It's going to be made of aluminum. It'll have M4 holes, so you could screw your subwoofer right in. The reason why I bring this up is because we have to make some decisions on this bracket to make sure we fit all subwoofers. So any line of kicker subwoofers fits with no problems. Your Scar woofers, which people want to use, only 4 holes line up very easily. The other ones you kind of have to work for. The Artisan woofer, only 4 holes line up. Your JBL woofer only has 4 holes. Pioneer woofer. So it's going to work with a variety of woofers, but it's designed for the kicker woofers because they work the best in your Acura. But you can see that some holes are offset and some are real close together. So all these interior holes are for your kicker. These 4 holes that line up with the ears are for your Scar, and then Artisan and your bigger woofers like your Pioneer and your Artisan woofer use these 4 outer holes. So it has plenty of holes to support any woofer. If you're looking for more holes, it's aluminum. You can tap it and drill some threads. Again, it's going to be M4 screws, so it'll be easy to install. And we've done numerous tests now with this plastic sample. We're waiting on the metal one, but I just wanted to give you an update. We're always working on our products here, looking to improve them. If you're looking for the bracket, it's shipping, it's available, it's been tested. We sold thousands of these at this point. We sold thousands of woofers, so I'm more than confident to recommend to you to upgrade your factory woofer. If you're going to upgrade your factory woofer, make sure you upgrade the power going to the factory woofer. So if you swap this for this, it's going to give you a little bit of a boost, but not a ton. You need to make sure that you add some aftermarket power with a different amp to this to really get the full benefit. But all right, guys, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for the bracket, you can find it on our website. I'll throw the link in the description. All right, I almost forgot about this. This is the new harness that Honda and Acura switched to for your subwoofer. So we have this available, and it comes with your bracket if you're looking for it. When you go to install a woofer like this Scar, you're gonna end up in a situation where the screw is going to reach the other side. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's as tight as it'll go. And you can see on this side, I have a little bit of the screw showing. So just enough where this will cause some rattle depending on how it lines up with the car. If that happens with your subwoofer, you should apply this no matter what. That's why you want to make sure you add this foam, because as that screw sticks past the plastic, this foam will keep it from touching the metal of the car. Also, when this mounts in your car, there is a little dip or offset between where this mounts and where this touches. So the metal of that screw doesn't touch the metal of the car, and you won't run into any metal rattle issues. But you just want to make sure that you use the foam. It's super important. And if this happens to you, it is just a scenario where the screw is a little too long for the woofer. Again, this bracket is designed for the kicker woofers. We made it work for other ones, but this is one of the consequences that you just have to deal with, because there is no such thing as a complete universal solution. But this has an easy fix. I just wanted to mention that to you. So your Kicker Comp C subwoofer package comes with the subwoofer, the mounting bracket, the foam, and the screws all in the box. It also comes wired, so you don't have to do any wiring. So if you're looking for the harness, it's underneath the subwoofer. So your subwoofer is going to be already pre-wired. The terminals are going to be jumped together to give you a 2 ohm final impedance. This is a dual 4 ohm subwoofer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mounting bracket, we're going to slide it underneath and bring it up, and then we're going to line up our screw holes. So when you go to mount your subwoofer onto your mounting bracket, you want to make sure that you have it in this orientation. This right here has a flat line. All of the other ones are round, and this ear is bigger than all the other ears, and this is how it's going to install in the car. So you want to make sure you line it up that way. Your subwoofer, for the easiest install, you want to make sure that the Kicker logo is straight and far away from you. In this orientation, the screw holes and the screws will line up no problem. When securing the mounting bracket to the subwoofer, you want to make sure you use hand tools so you're not stripping the plastic as you're tightening. And you'll see that once you get to the very bottom, it's going to continue to twist, but that screw is in there. You can move on to the next one. I do want to show you that even though this is thin plastic, it is mounted in there very firmly, and that this will hold very well. So you can see I just did damage to the actual woofer and the bracket before any screws released, and I'll go right near a screw, and you can see again I'm doing damage to the bracket and my woofer, and my screw is not releasing from its location. So it's nice and sturdy, it's gonna hold. So I wanted to show you that it's really gonna hold. You can see I did damage here. Before I install it in the car though, I do want to add my foam gasket. Your foam, you're just gonna wrap around the bottom of the woofer. So you could start right here, you're going along this edge, and you're just going fully around the entire woofer. You want to make sure you press down firmly. You want to make sure you press down firmly when you're applying this so it doesn't come off. And this is going to put a nice seal between the bracket and the metal deck of the car. Also, this is going to help with some rattles, so you want to make sure you do apply this foam. If you find yourself in this situation where you have leftover foam, all you have to do is take a box cutter. Our box cutter will line up where it's ending. So it's ending right there. Cut a little slit, pull it, and then we'll just bring it together to make it full. So now our subwoofer is secured to our bracket. Our bracket has the foam and all the mounting screws, and we're ready to add it to the car. Something you need to be conscious of when you go and install a subwoofer back here is this angle. So you see as I go deeper down, I have less and less clearance. So if you're going to use a subwoofer with a huge magnet, you may not be able to snake it in here. For this one's going to fit no problems. I'm going to get my harness in there first, and then I'm going to line up my sub. My bracket does have an orientation, so I have to make sure I match that. So if you're spinning a certain way, it may not line up. You're going to have to twist it to get it to line up properly, so keep that in mind.